Hello darlings, it's great to see you all again, and thanks for joining me for today's video, where I'm currently located in my childhood hometown called Bacchus. I'm currently at the Magistrates Court here in Bacchus because I came up here to get a copy of the intervention order, because I want to publish that in my new book. So I thought while I'm here, I'll give you a tour of my childhood hometown and show you what my childhood hometown looks like. So since we're already at the Magistrates Court, I thought, well, why don't we start here? So behind me here, as you can see, is the Bacchus Magistrates Courthouse. So it's a beautiful building, and it says here it was built in 1859, and the contractor was I think that's William Jackson, at a cost of £2,765 in 1859. It's a beautiful building. I'll give you one last look. Now, this is the building where I came in January in 2017, when I had to apply for another intervention order so I could have protection from my ex-husband. And I had no idea that day when I came here to get the intervention order, that was the day that my new life was about to change. Just like that. Because that was the day that I was introduced to my new social worker at the Family Violence Services Centre, where I received counselling for my trauma from domestic violence. And I couldn't believe it, because the Family Violence Services gave me back my whole life. They reimbursed me my new car, my apartment, which I still have, and of course my fur baby Callie, whom I named after my social worker Callie. So that's how my fur baby Callie got her name. So I had no idea that day when I came down here to this courthouse, when I applied for that intervention order, that my whole life was about to change just like that for the best. I couldn't believe it. All of a sudden I went from having nothing to having been back given my whole new life. I couldn't believe it. I could not thank them. And so remember, if you're in a domestic violence relationship, you need to get out of the ASAP and contact the Family Violence Services nearest to the area where you live. Okay, so the Bacchus Courthouse is located in the main street. So I'm going to have to turn the camera around and give you a look. So this is the main street. And across the road over here we have the Courthouse Hotel. And there's the main street down there, the Courthouse Hotel again. Then we have the police station. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys on pause, and I'll be back in a tick, so don't run away. Okay, so here I am now standing outside of the blacksmith cottage. Isn't that so cute? And this is part of the blacksmith cottage too, but it's now, I believe this is now a cafeteria and a bookstore. It's not open today, but I hope to come and check it out when it is open. So we're still in the main street, as you can see. There is the blacksmith cottage. Very nice, so cute. Okay, and the blacksmith cottage is on the corner where the roundabout is here. As you can see, on the corner of Main Street and Gisborne Road. So over here, this is Gisborne Road, and as you can see, there's the churches up there, as well as McDonald's. And if you go straight up here, that will take you to Gisborne. Whereas over on this side is Grant Street. And if you go up this road, it will take you to Geelong. Now, if you go straight up the hill here, this will not only take you to the Bacchus Master Caravan Park, but it will also take you to Ballarat. And if you go straight down the main street there, all the way, it will take you to Melbourne. So Bacchus Master used to be in the gold rush days, meaning the mid-1800s, was a stopover from the people who were travelling from Melbourne to Ballarat. So that's how Bacchus Master became popular, because it was a stopover. Okay, so I'm going to put you on pause again. And let's take another look down the main street, shall we? Okay, so now we're outside of the Courthouse Hotel, which is behind me. And if we turn around this way, as you can see, there is some beautiful seating areas. I can't believe it. The weather is terrible today. I can't believe it turned out to be raining today. But I thought, I'm not going to let that stop me from making some videos while I'm up here in my childhood hometown. Okay, so let's have another look, shall we? Okay, I'm back. So right now I'm currently located outside of the printing building. Let's have a look. It's now turned into a barber shop. But it's called the Bacchus Master Express. From 1866 to 1915. And this dude here, his name is Christopher Crisp. And this is where they used to print the Bacchus Master newspaper back in the 1800s. And so it's the original building. Let me give you a look. And up the top over here you have the Church of England. Some more historical buildings. It's a beautiful little building, a little cottage. I tell you what, I just love the architecture of the old buildings from the 1800s. They certainly don't make buildings like they used to, do they? And look at the cute this little cottage. This is next door. And I'll turn the camera around and give you a look. No. So Bacchus Master is known for the architecture. I'm sorry about the light. We got a great day today, but oh well. Let's just hope it doesn't rain. I can't afford to get my camera wet. Okay, so Bacchus Marsh is known for its history and the architecture of the historical buildings. It's like stepping back in time to the 1800s. Okay, so right behind me here, as you can see, is the Border Inn Hotel. It's a beautiful building, and at the front here, as you can see, is the seating area of the hotel, which is also on the main street, as you can see. And that's another thing that Bacchus Marsh is known for, is its pubs. Bacchus Marsh has quite a few different pubs all over the place, and they're all very popular. Okay, so I'm currently outside of the Bacchus Marsh Plaza here, which we'll have a look inside in a minute. And the plaza is called the Village, the Bacchus Marsh Village. So let's go check it out, shall we? Let's go shopping! Woohoo! I love shopping! Woohoo! Okay, so just had a hot flush, really hot. Oh my God, ever since I started menopause, I've never been so hot in my life. I hate having these hot flushes. But anyway, we are in the plaza at the moment, and it's been quite a few years since I was last here, and it has changed a lot. There used to be a Target and a Miller's, but they're all gone now, so I'll give you a quick look around. I noticed you've still got some stores like Woolies and Aldi's that is still here that haven't changed, but the majority of the shops inside the plaza have changed. Okay, so there's not really a lot to do here in Bacchus Marsh, but they do have plenty of shops, like they've got Subway. Yeah, we've got Subway here. We've got a chicken shop. We've got noodles, pizza, fish and chips. So they've got plenty of amenities here. So they've got all different kinds of stuff. You can get a burger shop. They have thrift shopping stores. Quite a few actually. And they also have quite a few tattoo shops too. So I'm just disappointed about the plaza because all the good stores that they had, like from Miller's, from Target, they're all long gone. And they've got all these other new shops there that didn't really interest me. So I thought that was a little bit disappointing. But and speaking of thrift shopping, and this one is called Vinnie's. And all the thrift stores are very, very popular. Okay, oh my God, I'm starting to get cold now. The temperature's changing, but at least the rain has held out, so thank you, Lord, for that. Right now, I thought I would show you, this is my childhood home. Right here, as you can see, this room here is my bedroom. Yeah, this is my childhood home in Bacchus Marsh, so I thought I would give you a look at it. My brother is home. I can tell my brother's home because his car is there, but that's the property. But I'm in the front yard now. This is right in front of here. This is my bedroom. I'm not going to go in there because, well, I don't know how to say this in a nice way, but my brother still lives there on his own. My dad died last October. He had a stroke, and this room here next to my bedroom is my parents' bedroom, or was my parents' bedroom. Still is their bedroom. And I'll go visit my mum soon, who's living at the nursing home. But I won't go in there because I don't feel safe. Simple reason is because he sexually assaulted me when I was 10 years old. And then after that, he would always try to sexually harass me. And one day, I caught him stealing my underwear. I caught him red-handed. And so I'll give you one last look. There's my van. Woohoo! And there's the house. But I think it's best if I don't go in there, especially since I'm up here on my own. Always pays to be on a safe side, doesn't it? So when I had to go back home in 2016 because I had nowhere else to go and I knew what was going to happen, which it did. Now, even though I put a bedroom lock on my door, I still used to try to break into my room and knock on my bedroom window and stuff like that. So I decided to end up living in my car with Kelly until I got my apartment. And now I've got my van too. So what I want to show you now is I'm outside the house next door. This house here this is where my nan used to live. And this is it's not the same house, but it looks exactly like it, but it's a little bit bigger. However, that's the original chimney, and that's the lounge room, and that's where my nan's bedroom used to be. So this is where my nan used to live. So she used to live next door to us, and God bless her. She passed away, I think it was about 2009. I think, if I remember right. And so my nan, she was the best nan in the whole wide world. God bless her. I miss her so much, because she became my mum. Because my mum left me and abandoned me when I was about 6 because she had a boyfriend. But then her boyfriend dumped her, and I don't know why, I don't know what happened. And so then she came back home, but she just changed, and she stopped being my mum, and she stopped doing the housework, and she stopped cooking, and she stopped teaching me things, and she got me out of the bath one night when I was about 6. And she said, I'm not doing this anymore. And she turned around and walked out, left me to get dressed by myself, and she just changed. And I don't know, she just stopped being herself. And that might have been when the start of her mental illness, I don't know, but anyway, so I thought while I'm up here in my childhood hometown, I'll show you where I grew up and where my nan used to live. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so now I'm at the Bacchusmarsh Cemetery, which is also called the Mattingly Cemetery. And I want to show you the graves of my grandparents. Let's hope I can find them. Oh my God, this cemetery used to be so small when I was a child, but now I can't believe how big it is. I'm not sure if I remember where they are, but let's hope I can find them. Oh my God, I'm so cold. Guess what? Oh my God, thank you, Lord. I just found my grandparents' grave. My grandpa Spencer and my grandma June Bassett, and I've got some nice flowers, so we'll put this in here for them. And go up there. There you go, there's some nice flowers for them. So this is their grave. Let's see if I can get a close up. Okay, so this here is in loving memory of Spencer M, which is for Morris. So Spencer M. Bassett, he was a corporal in World War II. Oh, I didn't know he was born in 1918. And he died in 1979. And I remember my grandfather, he died of prostate cancer. And there's my nan, June Bassett. She was born in 1929. And she died in 2007. I always thought she died in 2009. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. And it says, your loving parents of Graham, Brian, Sandra, and Andrew, and loving grandparents. So, let's see if we can get a good close-up of our grandparents' grave. Because, and this is what it looks like from this angle. Because I'm just going to sit here next to, lean against their headstone for a minute because I'm out of breath and it's cold. I got goosebumps. Oh, that's better. Because I wanted to film my nan's house and my grandparents' grave for my cousins and their families who live interstate. So I can't believe I found their grave. Woohoo! So let's have one more look before we go. I'm just going to plonk myself down here on their grave. So I can't believe right now I'm sitting on my grandparents' grave. It's now 2025. Oh my God, I can't remember the last time I was out here. It was so many years ago. So it's good to see the grave again. And I put those flowers, lavender, up there for my nan and for my grandpa. Alright, I'm going to see if I can try and find my other nan's grave. But it's a bit hard to see because it's a very grey day. But this is the nan that I was talking about before who became my mum when she took over the role of mum when my mum decided to abandon and neglect me because she wanted to live her life and do her own thing instead. So, if it wasn't for my grandparents, especially my nana, I don't know what I would have done, but there's one more grave I want to show you while I'm here. Okay, oh my God, I still got goosebumps. So here, this little grave here with No headstone yet, but we have some flowers, if you can see. That's my dad's grave. He died in October, I think it was, last year. He had a stroke. And over here is his brother's grave, which is my uncle. And there were 3 people in this grave. You've got my uncle, his name's Brian, his wife, and their baby. They had a baby son who was born with a disease. It's a spinal disease. I can't remember what it's called. And he didn't live long. So the 3 are buried in that grave. So I thought I would show that so my cousins can get to see their graves too. Okay, I've just been trying to find my nan's grave, meaning mother name, meaning my mum's mum, but I can't find her grave. And I didn't know her, but she died when I was a baby. And I was born in April 1972. And the story goes that she died about a month later after I was born. And yeah, I can't find her grave. It used to be just a white cross, but I can't find it. But anyway, she used to smoke cigarettes, and that's what caused her death, because what happened was that she was staying at my uncle's place and she was smoking in bed. And back then in the 70s, the pyjamas and the dressing gowns and the nighties used to be made of flammable material, if you remember. And so she lit up a cigarette because she was smoking in bed, and the cigarette or the mouse got caught on the curtains, and the whole room went up in flames, and she got badly burned. She didn't die straight away, and they took her to the hospital, and she was so badly burnt they had to cut her arms open, and she ended up dying of blood poisoning from the burns, and that's how she died. So if you smoke cigarettes, please never smoke in bed. Never. Her death could have been prevented. I mean, it's common sense. You don't smoke cigarettes in bed, do you? So that's how she died. So I never got to know her, and I can't find her grave. But anyway, so be it. Okay, so that's my tour of Bacchus Marsh and of where I used to live, and of the Bacchus Marsh Cemetery, which is also called the Mattingly Cemetery, because Mattingly is like a little suburb in the town of Bacchus Marsh. Okay, so that's my video for today. I thought I would show you where I grew up while I was up here. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in my next video. So until then, guys, remember, take care, stay safe, and drive carefully. Bye-bye, darlings.